Here are 7 things that you can do on a Sunday to set yourself up for your best week yet. Hello, my name's Rachel. I do videos all about decluttering, minimalism and no spend year, and today we're going to talk about how we can get ourselves set up for a good week ahead. And it's kind of part of this being organised and getting yourself mentally prepared can help you plan ahead for those unforeseeable things. Planning can work in a sense that you can get most of the things done, but obviously there are still things that might get thrown at you. But at least if you've planned and organised your week, you will be in a better place to be able to deal with those changes, and you'll be able to feel more successful about your week because you've achieved the things that you've set out to achieve. So I've come up with 7 things that I usually do on a Sunday that really help me get set up for the rest of the week. The first thing I do is I check through my calendar and see what's coming up for the week ahead. And sometimes within that I will just check ahead for the next couple of weeks, for the rest of the month, and just make sure that I know what's coming up so that it's fresh in my memory when I'm thinking about things and what I need to do. This will help me make sure that I'm aware of the social activities that I've got planned and when I've got some free time or downtime so I can utilise that for self-care. And with that in mind, I then make myself a list of things that I need to do and when I think is a good time to do them throughout the week, what jobs are good to do on a Sunday or throughout the rest of the week, depending on what activities I've got planned. The third thing I do from this is then I meal plan. I meal plan and plan exactly when I'm going to have what meal. Now that I know what my social activities are, when I've got jobs to do, I can plan in when I've got more time for cooking, so some bigger meals to cook, or batch cooking, or when I need some easier throw together meals for busy days or busy after school days. And within that you can then do your meal prep so that you can get anything that you need together for that meal and make sure that you have got it as you need it. Quite often I will make sure that I've got the right ingredients. I can prep my lunches for the week, so I tend to do a batch cook or something at the beginning of the week and that's my lunch for the week. So planning in when you're going to do batch cooking or meal prep is also really helpful, and getting that done for the week ahead. If you know you're going to have certain lunches, you can plan those, even if it's salady kind of things, for a couple of days, and you can prep them in advance so that you have got something ready to grab, ready to eat for lunch or for dinner. The next thing I do is I have a good tidy up and clean up around the house. I don't necessarily spend lots of time on this, I just make sure that I have done a basic tidy and a basic whip round with the hoover so that when I'm going through the week I am just doing top ups and keeping things going. So I try and make sure that beds are made, that clothes are tidied away, that the washing has been hung up and dried. I make sure I've done all those little bitty jobs around the house that just need doing so that I am ready from the get-go from Monday, and I know that I have done most of those jobs and they're not going to start needing to be done again until next weekend. The next thing that I do is I spend some time, especially on a Sunday, doing something that is self-care related. So for me that might be watching my favourite film with some snacks, or it might be going for a walk with my family or friends. It's something that makes me feel good and that I really enjoy, so that I feel like I've had proper switch off time in advance of the week ahead. I think it's important that you have that rest period, that you do something that is really kind of chilled for you, and that's important. It's about what you find helpful and relaxing as a switch off so that you have had some reset time ready for the week. The next thing I do is I roughly, and I mean roughly, plan out my outfits for the week. So to do this I think about what the weather is like, what activities I'm likely to be doing, so that I can roughly plan out what outfits I might wear for the week. So it's much quicker in the mornings to get yourself ready. I just know roughly what I'm going to grab and I just can get dressed straight away. It takes out some of the decision making that I'm not so good at in the mornings because I'm not fully awake, and it just means that I am able to easily get myself in the zone and ready for the day. And by the end of the night, the last thing I do is I reflect on the week and I think about what goals I have for the following week and make sure that they are achievable, things that I can do, and that they are really kind of precise things that are just going to help me tick over in my everyday life or my everyday aspirational goals, so that I am feeling like I'm working towards something and also feeling like I'm ticking things off and achieving those goals. So I always make sure that I have a reflection, and it gives me a chance to think about what I could do better for the next week or the next month so that I can have an even better week. So those are 7 things that I do on a Sunday to make sure that I am set up ready for the week ahead so that I can have the best week possible. Don't forget to let me know down in the comments if you've enjoyed this video, and if you do any of these 7 things, I'd love to know. And I shall be back for more videos on decluttering, minimalism and my no spend year. Take care, bye.